Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of The Letter. We're about to enter that haunted mansion. It's been a little bit since I played this game personally. I'm gonna keep it a hundo. Take a little bit of a break. Even though this is episode 2, I just mean in general. I took a break from playing some games. But I'm happy we're back. We may be the only people here this early, but I've never known her as someone careless. Ah yes, entering. What greets me inside leaves me gaping. They cleaned every corner, waxed the floor, dusted the antique, searched every nook, cranny, and crevice, and made it spick and span. All for the sake of making this mansion more enticing to the modern-day lords and ladies. But no matter how hard they try, the mansion still looks as soulless as ever. As if it's going to eat you alive. If you ask me, they should just listen to what the people have been telling them and leave this place alone. Something in this world... sorry, I got some phlegm in the back of my throat still. Some things in this world are better left alone, not to be disturbed ever again. Rose? I call out, Rose, I'm here, where are you? My voice echoes softly throughout the halls. Oh, who am I kidding? In a place this big, I don't think she'll hear me no matter how deafening the silence is. She could be all on the... I can't read today. She could be all the way on the other side of the property for all I know. Quickly, I reach for my phone and dial her number, but... The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please try it. Please check and try again later. What do you mean, has not been recognized? We were just talking a while ago. It's not like she's eaten by the house, right? Or maybe the ghost did hear us talking and spirited her away, right? Right? No. Isabel, don't be ridiculous. She probably just wandered deeper into the house and lost signal or something. I dialed her number again, hoping the call would connect this time. The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again. But to no avail. Oh boy. I have a very bad feeling about this. Rose, if you can hear me, please come out. Come over, this isn't funny. You know this place gives me the creeps. No answer. This isn't going to work. This place is big. She could be anywhere. I need to start looking for her. I take a deep breath before venturing deeper into the mansion. Taking a couple steps forwards, I notice something move above the grand staircase. What the hell? Rose, is that you? Not funny. I'm leaving if you don't come out. I'm not coming out, huh? Fine, I'm going. But that's a lie. She's my friend. Can't leave until I know she's alright. Growing desperate, I try to contact her again. Please, God, give me something. Please, Lord. Yes, finally. Hello? Hello, Rose? Are you here at the mansion? Where the hell are you? She doesn't respond. There's also heavy static coming from her side. I sincerely hope it doesn't cut out again before I can get an answer from her. Rose, come on, where are you? A few moments pass until the static eventually starts to quiet down. I'm at... What? The attic? Why? Crap. It got cut off. You dumb bitch, you're gonna go to the attic, aren't you? Man, I don't really need to go there. With how deep inside the mansion the attic is, there's barely a signal there. No wonder I can't contact her. But why is she there? Out of all the places, she just had to make me go fetch her in the creepiest room of this place. Is she doing this to get back at me for being late? Whatever. I'll go. The sooner I meet up with her, the sooner I feel better about being here. Carefully make my way up the staircase. My legs wobble as I mentally curse the fact that I've chosen real estate instead of picking a career that doesn't involve strange abandoned houses. Upon reaching the top of the grand hallway greets me. It branches out to the two major wings of the mansion, the east and west wing. There are two attics here, one on each side, but the east one has been converted to a storage room of sorts, and somehow I find it least likely for Rose to wander there by herself. Besides, she never did like going to stuffy storage rooms. So I head towards the west wing first, where a simple wooden door at the end of the hall opens to a small room. Inside is another set of steps leading to the second attic. Unlike the grand staircase though, the stairs to the attic are steep and narrow, made of old stone and covered with this thick coating of dust that kicks up in the air with each step. Thank God it's still daytime. If it wasn't for the light streaming through the door behind me, I might easily stumble and fall. Not Deus Ex Machina, Chekhov's gun. With how old this place is, there are no light fixtures to illuminate the cramped passage up. Why did they bother to add one here when they renovated escape rooms? Sheesh. They did it with the rest of the house. A small bedroom welcomes me at the end. It looks exactly as it did since the last time I've been here, full of dust, worn out, and faded by time. Odd. I thought they cleaned everything. Did the crew miss this room? Cleanliness is the last of my concern right now. The more pressing matter is Rose. She's not here. Was I dreaming when I talked to her a while ago? Did I mishear her? No, it couldn't have been a dream. After all, the creepy ambiance of this estate is doing such a remarkable job making sure I stay alert and awake. Yes, I'm slurring some of my words. Yeah. And I'm sure she said she was here. Is this a prank? Or maybe the phone call was Rose's last message to me before the curse got to her. Shut up, brain. You're not helping. Don't make this scarier than it already is. But she's not here. But if she's not here, then where is she? Oh, fuck. What the hell was that? That's it. I can't take this anymore. I'm leaving. We must have angered the spirits living here. I knew disrupting the mansion was a bad idea right from the very start. But nobody listened. Be fucking realistic, they said. They said I'm a cuckoo because I believe in curses and ghosts and all that. Me and my outlandish backwater country beliefs. I've always strived to be a model employee, but now this is not the time. No, turning back for the sake of my sanity. Briar Realty can find another agent who is more fucking realistic to tour people around this haunted house. Before leaving, I take one last look at the gloomy old room, just to check. Huh? What's this? My worries about Rose's whereabouts must have caused me to miss it when I first entered the room. But there's clearly something on the floor. It looks like a letter. The name of the game. Lying on the ground, just a couple of inches away from my feet. Out of sheer curiosity, I lean down and pick it up. God, the artwork in this game is gorgeous, and the music hasn't really been there, but right now I'm feeling it. Strange. I don't recall seeing this letter last time I was here. A few days ago, me and a few other agents inspected the mansion to prepare for today. I've been the last to look inside the attic and leave, and this certainly hadn't been here before. Someone must have left this in the room since then. Did Rose leave this for me? Was she here a while ago? I couldn't have missed her though, could I? There's only one set of stairs leading to the attic. The letter isn't exactly in pristine condition. In fact, it looks rather ancient. The paper is so thin and rough. I'm worried it'll fall apart if I so much as touch it. But with great care, I open it, and what I read shakes me to my core. Help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. What? Oh my god. Nothing but the words help me fill the page. All of it smearingly written with a crimson shaded pen. Or blood. I gulp. The same phrase just goes on and on and on until... send this to 5 people or else what? As quick as I can, I scan the back of the paper and peek into the envelope to make sure I'm not missing it out on the second page, but there's nothing. No, please no. My hands tremble and dread creep over me. This room is suddenly getting colder. I need to get out of here. Folding the paper in half, the sight that greets me next has me frozen on the spot. Oh fuck! A pair of blood-soaked feet enter my field of vision, covered in gaping wounds, with skin eaten away to reveal flesh, bone, and all manners of thing. One thing is meant to see. It's too much. All of it is too much. I'm gonna cry and call for help, but the words catch in my throat. Even my feet won't move, completely paralyzed out of terror. Okay. My assumption is that this is Rose that I'm gonna see. If I close my eyes and pray, I'm guessing she goes away. But then in the back of my head, I'm always wondering what happened to Rose. But if I be brave and look up... Nah, we don't... No pussy shit. Story updated. I need to face it. Whatever these feet belong to, I need to face it. And if I'm going to die, they're going to kill me. At least I'll know what my killer looks like. A cold comfort. So it's a deep breath. I summon every ounce of courage I left and shift my gaze upwards. Oh fuck! No, please don't hurt me. Oh, fuck. No. Without thinking, I scrambled towards the door. I struggled to open it, but it won't budge. Stay away, please go away. Please, Lord, make it go away. Why now? Why won't it open now? My heart sinks as reality dawns in. I'm locked in. Locked in with that thing. Let me out, Lord, please let me out. It slowly approaches me as I wrench the doorknob violently back and forth. Let's go. Can't stop, won't stop. Yes, the door finally swings open. I couldn't have been happier. Wasting no time, I leap at the door and don't look back. My feet pound against the floor in rhythm with the loud, fast beating of my heart. By the time I run past the hallway, I find myself atop the grand staircase. My chest feels so tight, like it's going to burst. But there's nothing compared to the feeling of hope the sight of the exit gives me. Racing down the stairs, I breathe. A breathy laugh escapes me, and my shoe slips, and I find myself falling until my back hits the ground, and pain rakes my body. You dumb bitch! My head grows fuzzy, my vision dims as I fight to stay conscious. No, go away, away. The last thing I see are the feet before. All I know is darkness. A buzz breaks the silence. I start to rouse, pulled into consciousness against my own will. I've never felt this tired before. I just want to sleep, but the instant buzzing, poking, and prodding isn't letting me. My old mattress may not be a comfortable place, but that doesn't make me any eager to wake up. Isabel! 5 more minutes, Becca. I swat away at what is nudging, persisting at my side. Come on! Can't I just get a few more minutes of sleep today? I promise I'll work hard once I'm up. A hand lightly taps on my cheek and something cold is suddenly being pressed to my head. An icy sensation slowly spread throughout the area, giving me an uncomfortable feeling. Oh dear. She alright? Isabel, gosh, can you hear me? Isabel. The fog immediately lifted from my head the moment I recognized the voice in my eyes snapped open. They're looking at— oh, Rose isn't dead. I assumed Rose had died. And he's Rose. Another woman loiters beside her. My attention is focused on my co-agent. Do you even ask why there's someone else with her? Rose's posture just screams worry, although she's keeping a straight face, or trying at least. Can't help but feel bad for making her fret. A wave of dizziness washes over me as soon as I try to get up, forcing me to lie back down. Luckily, the feeling subsides after a few minutes until only a mild throb somewhere at the back of my head remains. With a little assistance from Rose, I push myself upright. She hands me an ice pack and gestures for me to press it, to where I suspect a small bump has formed. So its light ache in the area indicates anything. Alright, Isabel, where are we? The mansion. Why? Ouch, my head. And the date today? October 21st. Rose. Last one. Can you count to 15 in reverse order? 15, 14, 13, 12... No, that's wrong. Why are we doing this? She's just checking if your injured is in any way serious. This time I curiously regard the woman standing beside Rose. It's impossible to overlook her with the way she towers over us. She's not that much taller than Rose. And here I thought Rose is already tall. Who is she? Who is she anyways? One of the remaining cleaning crew? But with how primally dressed she is, I don't think anyone would want to clean in a suit, an expensive suit at that. The gloves alone must have cost a fortune. Her eyes slowly shift between me and Rose, considering us with an almost unrepairable expression, before finally fixing a sharp gaze on me. I can't help but fold my arm protectively over myself as she does so. She may be far from a cleaning crew, but she certainly looks like our supervisor during evaluation. Just do it, Rose. I them both wearily, but recite everything as she has asked. Rose releases a breath of relief once I'm done. You scared me for a moment there. I was about to call for an ambulance. Are you alright? Exasperated soon replaces the dull ache. The memory is a little fuzzy, but the attic and... There was someone, Rose, in the attic. Someone? You mean a client? Oh, that's unlikely. It's just probably one of the cleaning crew. The boss sent a few of them back this morning for some last minute... No. Not any of those. They're... Not actually sure. Wait, didn't I call you? You said you were in the attic when you answered. That's why I went there in the first place. Both Rose and The lady looked at me like I've grown another head. Did I say something weird? Rose's hair is like flopping. Rose quickly casts an apologetic smile at the woman before the awkward silence stretches on further. It's her saleswoman smile, the same one she taught me back when I still was her trainee. I should show this to a troublesome client or just to avoid trouble in general, she advised. It's also the same one she gives me when I've done something particular absurd that may cause us to lose a potential sale. Her eyes are serious when she looks back at me. She takes both of my shoulders, gently squeezing it, with as much pressure she can muster. As much as I'd love to have gotten at least a heads up on your arrival, I didn't get a call from you. You know, the signal here is absolutely horrendous. I was in the garden earlier and couldn't make a single call. Isabel, I'm going to ask again, are you alright? What happened? I don't know, it's all a bit blurry. I remember I was looking for you, but you weren't in the attic, and there was whoever it is. Then I must have tripped on a rug or something on the way down. Oh no, do you think someone came in while you were out? They left the main door open. We are so gonna get in big trouble if something gets stolen, Rose. Perhaps it is a concussion. Are you sure you feel fine? We can still call an ambulance. I could cover for you. No, I'm fine. I'm okay, Rose. I can work. That might not be the best idea. Wait. Hold on your horses, Rose. I can't just miss an important sale because of a minor bump on my head. An extremely minor bump. I've had worse when I was a kid. This is nothing. Besides, if I leave, you'll have to shoulder everything in the open house alone in a mansion this big. Well, there's also the part where I may lose the bonus BRC promised, but that's completely besides the point. Rose gives me a skeptical look. When I return to the cold compressor tour and push myself off the floor, I have to use the staircase rail to steady myself, but otherwise I feel fine. See? I'm A-okay. The two of them exchange a worried glance, and Rose assumes a contemplative. I can't read. Glance, and Rose assumes a contemplative look. Contemplative. There we go. I bit my lower lip in anticipation. If she says no, all right. You win. A smile threatens to slip out for me. But if I see that you aren't feeling well, I'm taking you personally to the nearest clinic to have you checked. Clear? Clear as day, ma'am. Thanks, Rose. You insisted, but remember what I said. First sign of you looking not okay, and we're off. No questions asked. Just a small bump. Don't worry. You shouldn't downplay these kind of things. It could be a serious injury for all we know. Suddenly, a small cough sounds against the walls of the foyer, interrupting our banter. The woman is looking expectantly at the two of us. Her stare makes me shrink back a little on myself. She isn't really intimidating. Well, she is, but not in the scary negative way. Far from it. Actually, her demeanor simply commands an air of sophistication and respect. In a different world, a younger me would have probably wished to be like her. At our lack of response, she coughs again, lifting a well-trimmed eyebrow at me. In questions, a word gets caught in my throat at the sight of it, and Rose, as usual, is swift to catch my blunders. My sincerest apologies, Mrs. McCoffle. Marina. Marianne McCoffle. Rose Designs, interior designer. Oh, she's an interior. She hands Rose her business card. The word interior designer catches my eye. That's the word that caught my eye as well. Crazy. Before my partner flips it over. Oh, probably someone interested in the mansion from the 17th century influences then. I won't hold it against her though. Despite the hearsay and remaining uninhabited for the years, the mansion's original fittings and furniture have been kept completely intact and restored to pristine condition. I suppose some people find that trip to the past feeling appealing. After all, with what it offers, this place could also be a haven for people looking to live somewhere with a classic historical charm. I'm Rose Cooper, and this is my partner, Isabel Santos. We're just ironing out a few things, but we'll be starting the tour soon enough. In the meantime, we prepared some refreshments for you in the parlor while you wait, if you could please. Thanks. There's no need for it, though. I just dropped by for a quick survey of the place. I thought I could check the estate before I meet with the homeowners. Rose Rose's confusion is impossible to miss when she glances at me, and I return it with an equal perplexed look. And against my better judgment, I blurt at the first question that comes to my mind. I'm sorry, homeowners? I should have kept my mouth shut. A flash of irritation crosses her face, but it instantly disappears under a mask of professional disattachment. Yes, Hannah Wright. I was hired by her to handle the interior design for their newly bought home. This is the mansion, right? It is, but... She pauses, possibly trying to find the right words to fix the awkward situation without offending someone. So I'm guessing she was hired by somebody who's planning on buying a house. And this person just... We'll check with her supervisor. Relationship status update. Oh, so she is a person. So I've become more friendly with her. So she likes professionalism. Alright, I've gotten two, I wouldn't say right answers, but right. Those moments between have given me enough time to clear my head of any nervousness or confusion clouding it. It is, ma'am. We weren't aware that the mansion had already been sold. What do you mean? I almost flinch when she turns her gaze at me, but I stand my ground. Besides, it isn't like I haven't dealt with awkward situations like this before. I may screw up at times, but that doesn't mean I haven't learned a thing or two in the 5 years I've worked in the business. The mansion is indeed for sale, ma'am. Today's the open house, in fact. However, we haven't heard anything from the higher-ups that a deal has already been closed for this particular property. If you'd like, my co-agent and me can check with them right now. She nods, seemingly in deep thought after I've finished. She appears to be a reasonable person anyways. Given the proper explanation, she surely understands. I thought something looked odd when I arrived here. Excuse me. I think I need to make a call to my secretary. Thank you for your assistance, Miss Santos. Aha! I tip my hat to you. With a slight wave of her hand, she leaves us. That seemed to be the end of it. Both Rose and I breathe a sigh of relief. Disaster averted. I also don't miss the thumbs. I also don't miss. I'm struggling to read. I also don't miss the thumbs up she gives me for doing a good job. Can't help but swell with pride. Still, I've already prepared myself to dial the number to her Luxembourg office and check even if she didn't ask for it. I'll be very frustrated if, for some reason, something has already been decided without my or Rose's knowledge. That's a whole new level of unfair. We've been working hard on this. Moments later, she returns, looking a little frustrated, but with an apology clear in her face. I feel a little sorry for her having to go through all this trouble. There seems to have been a little misunderstanding with my client. If you'll allow it, I'd like to stay and wait for them here. I was informed they'd be dropping by for the open house today. I figured it'd be a waste to just leave after the long drive. I might as well meet them here. Certainly, you can stay at the parlor in the meantime, ma'am. I'm sure it won't be long before our guests arrive. And Isabel, I left a few documents in my car, you know where I keep those. Could you please get it for me? Rose takes a glance at her wristwatch before tossing a set of keys. And her, we still got a few minutes to double check these papers. Okay, got it. The two of them disappear behind the parlor doors. Their departure brings with a stillness to keep me company, neither welcoming nor comforting. Alone like this, it's impossible not to think of what really happened. I wish the memory isn't as elusive as it normally is. Then again, Rose already said she didn't receive any calls from me. Was it just paranoia? Temporary lapse after having heard all those tales about this place? Probably. I want to think of it as such. Better to think of it as such so I can work in peace, except a small part of my mind begs to differ. And if I'm going to be completely honest with myself, I want nothing more than to leave this place as soon as possible. I don't know what's in this house, and I don't want to know. The key Rose have just handed me dig into my palm, its jagged edges creating shallow ridges on my skin for how hard I'm clutching it. It's a reminder of what I still need to do and why I've taken this job in the first place. Hugging my blazer close to my body, I exit the house to get what Rose asked of me. Just a few more hours, Isabel. Sell the house, get the money. Oh, fuck. Nevertheless, that is where we'll end this episode, just before the open house. If you guys did enjoy this episode, consider leaving a like and subscribing. If there's any games like this in the future you'd like to see me play, leave them down in the comments below, and I'll check them out in the future. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.